Hey, this is Dr. Tartt. I have a message for you. If you know a friend in a toxic relationship, if you're in a toxic relationship, or probably more likely, if you're the person that gives more than you get consistently in your relationships, friendships, romantic, business, family, I want you to listen up. I want you to stop being too nice. Now, I didn't say nice. This world needs more nice people. We're in a culture that's very mean, and it seems to be popular. The meaner you are, the crueler you are, the more you curse, the more you live a just a ratchet lifestyle. It seems to be more popular. All right, I don't want you to do that. We need more positive people. We need more classy people, and I'm not afraid to speak up for that. But what I want you to do is stop being too nice. And too nice means that, I'll give you 3 examples. You're the helper in your relationship, and the person you're dating gets all the help. Yeah. You're paying his or her rent. You're helping out with, you're doing his or her homework. You're listening to their problems, but they don't listen to your problems, all right? It's not equal. You're the therapist and they're the patient in your relationship, all right? Be careful of that. You can't take your work home. If you're a teacher, therapist, minister, whatever. If you're that person, you're HR, no, stop doing that. That's not going to help you, all right? Or you could be scenario number 2. You're the giver and you're in a relationship with a taker. All right, you're doing all the compromise. You're first to apologize, but they never apologize. They never give gifts. You celebrate their birthdays. They don't celebrate your birthdays. You celebrate your birthdays, their birthday like this, and they celebrate yours, like this. Or is it your birthday? Or you're the person that's too selfless. All right, you say it's not about me. It's all about you. As long as you're good, I'm gonna be good. You say that. We'll eat at the table. You eat all the steak and potatoes. I'll just get the crumbs from the floor. And you're in a relationship. Guess who you're in a relationship with? Someone who's too selfish. You're in a relationship with a narcissist. That's right. And you're complaining. What do you do when you're married to a narcissist? What do you do when you're in a relationship with someone who's all about themselves? Well, newsflash, and I say this in love, guess why they are still doing it? Because they're in a relationship with someone who's still taking it. Why would someone who needs help leave a helper? Why would someone who gets all the gifts leave someone who's giving all the time? Why would a taker leave a giver? Why would someone who's selfish leave someone who's selfless? I can get all of your stuff. You can stop your life, do my homework, watch our kids, do nothing in your life, and promote my life. Man, that's a great life for someone who's selfish. Why would they do that? Why would you do that? I want you to stop. And typically what we see when you probe people background, they're just naturally nice. They're just naturally empaths. They carry emotion. They want things to get fixed. You are fixers, and so you see a problem, and so you become the LeBron James, the Steph Curry. You become the Oprah Winfrey, and you just fix it. I'm just going to fix it. It doesn't matter how broken you are. I'm not going to require you to fix your 50%. I'm going to do all 100% of the fixing. I'm going to find a treatment facility for you. I'm going to sit up here while you drink and you smoke and you destroy our family. I'm still going to pray through it. No, absolutely not. What about your responsibility for making sure that you do your part to make sure that you have good mental health? What about your responsibility for calling a psychologist? Why should I be your wife and call the psychologist or the medical doctor for you when you have the problems all the time? All of the time. Well, if my knee hurt, you tell me to suck it up. But if I need something, you can't be, okay, you can't do it, you have to work. Well, I have to work too. Right, don't do that. Don't do that. Here's how you break out of that. I want you to create in your head your own agent. Now, your agent is someone who negotiates on your behalf. All right? I have a great agent. His name is J.B. Fitzgerald. He negotiates on my behalf. I have a great attorney, Daryl Miller. He negotiates on my behalf. I have another great attorney, Nicole Theodore Pace. She negotiates on my behalf. I have a realtor, negotiates on my behalf so that I don't get screwed. Sometimes you have to be your own agent, especially if you're too nice. I want you to ask the following question. When you feel like you're not getting what you need in relationships, whether it's family, romantic, or work, ask what's in it for me. Because the company's sure going to take care of the company, but you have to ask what's in it for me not to get a raise and to have more responsibility. Husband, what's in it for me to have another child that I don't want when I'm already stressed out and not pursuing my dreams? What's in it for me? All right? Well, what's in it for me to loan you money and you're not going to pay it back with interest and you probably don't even have it? What's in it for me? When you can start asking that question, what's in it for me, you now level the playing field. And what you're saying is that I don't need to do too much in a relationship. I can do just enough. It doesn't matter what happened in my childhood, whether my mom and dad ignored my needs and made me take care of my younger brother and sister. That's a great way to erode the importance of the self. Or maybe you were abused or violated and no one told or cared. Or maybe just people just truck right over your feelings. Whatever your past history is, leave it in the past. Because we have to go in present day and say, if you're going to be in a relationship with me, here are the standards. If I'm going to help you, you're going to help me. If I'm going to give to you, you're going to give to me. If I'm going to minimize my dreams and my wishes and push pause on my life, you're also going to do the same thing for me when it's go time for me. Ask yourself, what's in it for me? And here's why people do it. They do it because they can get away with it, because there's an underlying statement in their mind that you should stand up for yourself. It's not my job to give you self-esteem. It's not my job to tell you your worth. If you don't know your worth, people will take advantage of it. And that's the part that I know is really going to bust you in the face, because some of you are in toxic marriages. Some of you are in toxic relationships. Some of you are working for companies and they are using you, and you are not getting your value as far as compensation, power, or respect, because they feel like, well, if you're not going to ask for a raise, we're not going to give it to you. I think about this. If you walk into an open market, all right, and say there's a pair of shoes there, and you say, how much are the shoes? And they say, well, how much would you pay for them? And you say, I'll pay $30. If they really cost $15 for them, they're not going to tell you just pay $20 to give me a $5 profit. They're going to say, okay, all right, $30. Or they might even say, if they're really shiesty, they might say, no, they're actually $40 because they see that you don't know the value of the shoes. And see, when you don't know your value, people will just either tell you your value, and it's always going to be too low so they can get more, or they're going to say, if you don't know your value, if you don't know that you should require commitment before someone has, before you give someone your body, if you don't know to get a signed agreement, and collateral when somebody borrows money, I'm not going to tell you. If you don't know to test me and require me to give you what you give me, so if you've done 3 nice things for me and I've done none, you shouldn't do 4. They won't do it, and I'm going to prove that they won't do it. All right, have you ever had a period in your life where you really needed someone? And you gave a shirt off your back, but you need some rent money back, and you called those people and they said no? And what did they tell you? I can't do it because my rent's due. Or I can't do it because my children have Boy Scout and Girl Scout fees. Or I can't do it because the way my bank account is set up. But you give them the money for your rent, and you get the late fee. But you're the one that has your kids go without so that uncle can get out of jail. Do you see what I'm saying? People won't be too nice to you back. You're going to have to actually marry someone that has the same spirit as you do. And you're going to have to get out of these relationships where you're getting less. It is killing you. A negative relationship takes 6 to 8 years off of your life. And I want you to come out of that relationship. God wants you to be in a productive marriage. If you're going to submit to your husband, shouldn't he be protecting you? Shouldn't he? Didn't it say in the word, aren't there equal provisions for both? Doesn't it say that? Doesn't it say if you're to submit to your husband, shouldn't he be treating you as Christ treats the church? And Christ always treats the church well. Who cares about submitting to Christ if he's always looking out for me? Who cares about submitting to your husband if he's always looking out for you? If he says, nah, babe, it's not about you. It's not about me, it's about you. Let me give you a back rub. Let me run your water. Let me take the kids to school now that you're tired. God doesn't want that kind of relationship, and so he's going to break it. He's going to bring dysfunction. That doesn't mean he's going to cause divorce. I'm not saying that. Sometimes he will, all right? But he will break that dysfunction when you start asking what's in it for me so that you can have a more equitable relationship, okay? So I'm Dr. Tartt. I hope and pray that this impacted you. I hope it unlocks some things. I hope that you get your own agent for yourself so that you can start getting what you deserve, even money in your relationship, so that you can be happy, healthy, and wealthy in your relationship. Send this to that cousin, that friend, that sister, that brother, the husband or wife that needs to see this, and I want you to have the best. I'm Dr. Tartt. Take care, and God bless.